What is up, everybody? It's Azazel here, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a little something different. It's going to be a rewriting of an entire fucking series. Now, this is something that I guess no one really has done, as far as I know. If there has been someone who's done it, I guess you could just fucking link it down in the comment section below. It really doesn't matter. It's not going to be the same as mine. That's damn straight, because I don't really try to copy people, because that's retarded. But yeah, let me just explain real quick what it's going to be going down with. I'm going to be rewriting Boruto, the entire series itself. I'll be using some of the key characters, but just re-scripting everything about it to what I would do if I wrote Boruto. So yeah, you guys don't have to have read Boruto in order for this to work, because I'm rewriting it, so it's a whole new fucking story. You don't need to know anything about Boruto. So yeah, just sit back, maybe grab some popcorn, chillax, because this is going to be a long video. So yeah, let's hop right into this.
Back off, Jay!
This tropical guerrilla running quick, I pull the trigger in your face in the carpet. You bitch, what the fuck? I do not fall with a hit in the motherfucking bullets. I hold up the chopper, he shoot at your head, cause I only be aiming for headshots, bitch. Dirty records, I'm a motherfucking chopper, baby. Motherfucking face. Tropical guerrilla running quick, I pull the trigger in your face in the carpet. You bitch, what the fuck? I do not fall with a hit in the motherfucking bullets. I hold up the chopper, he shoot at your head, cause I only be aiming for headshots, bitch. Dirty records, I'm a motherfucking chopper.
A clash of metal echoes throughout the village. They used to be filled with life and joy, but now seems to be deserted and filled with just sorrow. Boruto looks up, holding his sword, his eye gleaming, switching between two different colors, one light and one dark, emanating the presence of both heaven and hell. He stares at Kawaki, smiling. Today's the day I can finally get my revenge upon you for what you did to them. Kawaki stands there silently, no emotion showing on his face whatsoever. Oh, how you are mistaken, Boruto. So naive, just like your father. We now switch to the perspective of a much younger Boruto. A Boruto of the age of 13 years old. He is walking down the side of a small stream, skipping stones, humming a tune that his mother used to sing to him before he went to sleep every night. He suddenly feels something clash against the back of his head. He turns around, feeling a sting. What is this? As he sees someone laughing at him. It seems to be two Hyuga children. They're simply pointing at him and begin to yell. Oh my god, it's true! He really doesn't have a Byakugan! What a loser! How do you not have a Byakugan? You're a Hyuga! And not only that, you're the son of Hinata and Naruto, the Hokage! What a disappointment! Man, if I was your dad, I would disown you. You're not even worth the time! They say as they begin to walk off, laughing. Boruto just simply decides it's not worth his time as he sits down. Due to Boruto having a lack of impulse control at such a young age, he was not admitted to the academy by his parents. They decided to train him at home, make him as strong as possible, then have him take the test at a separate point in time. It seems he struggles with other students, or anyone as a matter of fact. The only people he really gets along with is his family, his mother, his father, and his aunt. Everyone else doesn't seem to really be on his level. Not of skill, just his wavelength of thinking. As he walks towards the forest, preparing to go to his training session with his aunt, he suddenly is attacked, or suddenly feels a gust of wind rush past him as Hanabi is attacking from the side. He dodges barely. Hey, what the hell are you doing? She's like, you gotta be on guard. Fine, if that's how you want to play it, Boruto says as he jumps back and begins to rush forward. Hanabi looks at him and begins to smirk. Huh, it looks like we're actually gonna have some fun for once, as she rushes towards him, going for what would be a chakra note and actually successfully hitting it, making his arm go limp almost instantaneously. He notices this. Oh shit, she's good. Damn, well, she's not teaching me for no reason, I guess, as he suddenly kicks out her leg, making her fall to the floor, but she simply turns around on him, kicking out his leg and sweeping him to the floor. He's on the floor and the air's been knocked out of him. As she suddenly lands her foot down, plastering it to his chest, making him just spit up a little bit of blood. But he immediately gets back up, using the adrenaline rush he has just gained, grabbing her by her arm, knocking her back. Hanabi, however, slows her body to a halt, and then, using the ground as a springboard, rushing towards Boruto full speed, trying to knock him unconscious. It's a little game of tag they usually play during training. "Gotta keep you on your toes, Boruto," she says, as she rushes towards him. Him realizing he won't be able to outpace her at all. There's no chance. She's too strong, Boruto thinks to himself, as suddenly he feels a stinging sensation in the right of his eye, and it begins to glow, glimmering, and Hanabi notices that Boruto begins to move erratically, dodging instantaneously as she goes in for a gentle fist. He grabs her arm, lifting her up and sending her flying back immediately, hitting all of her chakra nodes at one simultaneous point, and she is now unconscious. Boruto looks down at his hands. They're shaking with just this anxiety or adrenaline rush that he just experienced. What did I just do? How did I do that? He says as he walks over to help up Hanabi. He shakes her awake. "Hey, are you okay?" She looks up and she just gives a smirk. "I have no idea what you just did, but I think you awakened your Byakugan." He's like, "Really? That's awesome!" As Hanabi and Boruto are walking on their way home, Hanabi simply looks at Boruto and says, Why don't you try to activate your Byakugan again? It looked a little different than mine, so I'm a little curious." Boruto looks up. Okay, as he begins to try to replicate the feeling that he had, the same stinging sensation in the right of his eye. But he can't seem to get it to click well, and it won't come. Damn it. I can't make it come. Fuck. It's okay, Hanabi replies to Boruto, trying to ease his worries. But she knows, usually, when you're a Hyuga member and you activate the Byakugan, it should be like second nature to you. You should be able to instantaneously have control over it. Boruto and Hanabi finally arrive at home, opening the door and coming in. They smell a familiar aroma. It seems Mom's cooking again, Boruto says straight towards Hanabi. "Yeah, I guess my sister is a pretty good chef. She's become quite the good housewife over these years." He's like, well, she is my mom. She has to have some sort of skill, he says, smiling as they begin to laugh together. They go and sit down at the table, looking at his father. "Hey Dad, how was work?" "Oh, Boruto, it was pretty good. I got all the work done." Boruto gives an awkward smile as he just looks at his father, trying to make him feel a little better. As they begin to eat dinner and Boruto finally finishes, then walks off to his bedroom. He's thinking to himself, "Damn it, Dad, why can't you just be honest? I know you're gonna die soon. You have like 5 years to live at most." As he begins to walk away and go to sleep. The next morning, he goes straight to his normal training with his mother in the morning, learning normal spelling and of course grammar, and then basically resorting to his father's training, him telling him how to control, I guess you could say, his emotions and work on things like that, and normal martial arts, since his father is quite capable. Boruto finishes doing a set of push-ups and then switches into crunches, as Naruto simply speaks up. "Hey, Boruto, you wanna go get some ramen?" He's like, "Only if it's Ichiraku's." He's like, "Of course, where else would we go?" As he helps his father up, and they begin to walk towards the ramen shop. He's going at a much slower pace than he normally would, but stands to reason since he is walking with someone so fragile. As he walks in and they begin to sit down and begin to eat, Ayame, or I guess you could say, the old owner's daughter, or the new owner, begins to speak to Naruto like an old friend. "Ah, Lord Hokage, it's been a while since you've come in here. And Boruto, you've grown so much. What has it been? A few months, huh? I guess you've missed my cooking, haven't you?" Boruto looks up and gives a little smile. "Yeah, I mean, I really have. It's really tasty." And Naruto says, "Yeah, no one makes better ramen than you. Your dad said so too." Naruto suddenly begins to ask Boruto a question. "Hey, Boruto." "Yeah, Dad?" What? Do you think I'm a failure as a father? Wait, what? What do you mean? Well, you see, I try my best to be the best dad I can be. But I'm not always there for you. I can't do what other fathers can do for their children. No, Dad, you're the best dad I could ever ask for. You do what you can. Naruto gives a little smile. He actually feels better by this. And then he says something. Those other Hyuga children, they're giving you a hard time, aren't they? Boruto just simply looks down. Naruto looks over, knowing that this is exactly the reason why. You know what you should do? You should teach him a little lesson. Why don't you show him the technique we've been working on? Simply whoop their ass in sparring today. You usually have to hold back, so go ham. Have a little fun. I'll even watch. He's like, really, Dad? But don't you have to get work done? He's like, no. I mean, you're more important to me than some simple job. He's like, but you're the Hokage. Naruto looks up. I used to be the Hokage. As Boruto and Naruto simply arrive home laughing and having a good time, they both sit down and they wait for what would be the rest of the Hyuga children to come on time. They usually do their daily sparring around this period of time, and Boruto is usually told to hold back by his own father, simply so he doesn't hurt the other children. But at this point, Boruto wants to have a little fun, and Naruto decides to let it happen as well. As they arrive, they begin to look at Boruto. Hey, how's it going? You ready to get your ass beat again? He's like, not really. But I was thinking, why don't we do, a 2v1 today? He's like, they're simply looking at him. Wait, what do you mean? You haven't beat us once. He's like, yeah, but I feel a little confident today. You guys mind, indulging in my request? They look over. Are you sure you want this, Lord Hokage? Or ex-Hokage? It just doesn't seem really safe for Boruto's sake. He looks over. Yeah, I think it's okay. If Boruto wants to fight two of you, that's fine. One of you will just have to sit out. The third one sits out, and of course, two of them just begin to shit talk against Boruto. So, you really think you can win against us? That's pretty cocky. You've never even, laid a hand on us whatsoever. And you have some of the best trainers. You're the most talentless freak. I'm surprised your dad even loves you. Their shit talking is quickly cut short though by Hanabi walking forward and beginning to announce the fight. She raises her hand up and says, begin. As suddenly the two, Hyuga twins begin to run towards Boruto. Boruto dodges one of their blows, trying to counteract and go for a chakra node, which he has memorized the spot of due to his previous area of fighting against Hanabi. He goes and attacks it, but he actually misses by about a centimeter, which makes it so they can counteract and grab him and flip him over, as the other one goes to try to stomp on Naruto's hand. Wow, that was close. I'll give you that one of them says. Boruto simply dodges out of the way of one of the stompings, kicking out the leg and sending him flying to the floor. He then uses his hands as a springboard, sending himself flying into the air, flipping, and then just landing on his feet. He rushes towards the other one, trying to simultaneously take him out as the other is on the floor. The other grabs, however, and trips him, making Boruto fall to the floor face first, as the other goes down, trying to kick him unconscious. As this happens, Boruto finally begins to feel the very familiar sensation, the stinging one, in his right eye, as it begins to glow, a very reminiscent color of the Byakugan. However, it is different altogether as well. It's emanating something a little different. As suddenly, a chakra cloak begins to manifest, covering Boruto's body, protecting it, shielding it from the kicks that are being barraged upon him. The Hyuga twins immediately jump back as Boruto gets up and rushes towards him, speed just outclassing everything, as he lands a blow, knocking one of them out unconscious immediately. Then he rushes towards the other. However, he notices something. His arm. It's going transparent. He can't stop it. What is this? It's quickly brought to an end, though, by someone falling from the sky, or actually flying from the sky to put a halt to this madness. It's Tonari. He knocks Boruto unconscious and carries his body inside. Hinata and Naruto rushing along as well, the others running home. As they begin to ask Tonari what's going on. What is going on with my son? he says, or Naruto says towards Tonari. Tonari looks back and simply gives a reply. Well, you see, I did not want to tell you this, because I was unsure of it myself. But as you have seen, Boruto possesses something way more powerful than the Byakugan. Something more reminiscent of your powers, Naruto. I guess I should say a combination of your powers. It's something we call the Pure Eye. He looks over and is waiting for a reaction to someone from Naruto and Hinata. They look at each other a little confused. The Pure Eye? What's that? I've never even heard of such a thing, Hinata says. Is it like the Tenzigan? No. It's much more powerful. However, the drawbacks are immense. You saw that his body was going transparent at that moment, did you not? If I didn't come down, if I hadn't been watching for the longest period of time, he probably would have disappeared at that point in time. Hinata is shocked as well as Naruto. Wait, so you're telling me he has a power that can just kill him instantaneously? No, not instantaneously. It's very similar to your powers, Naruto, just as I stated. Such as how, when you originally went into the four-tail state, it would deteriorate your body. However, his is so immense of power that it seems to just almost make him transparent and allude to nothingness. He's not as strong as you, nor is he as capable of a fighter as you, but he does have potential, possibly even potential to surpass anyone. That is probably the strongest dojutsu ever, if used correctly, Tonari says. And that is where I'm going to leave this part off on. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn post notifications. I plan on continuing on with the series. Hopefully. I honestly was gonna go for an hour-long part, but I'm fucking tired. It's like I've been up all night, so I'll probably just get this out so you guys have some sort of content, and I'll just try to post, more of this if you guys get this. Just like for the algorithm. I mean, if you guys like it, I'll do it, but if you don't like this, I just won't make another part. So yeah, it's up to you guys. I'm out.